There are 3 million unfilled jobs in 21st century manufacturing operations in America today. If we want to be competitive in a global economy, we not only have to train people, we need to train people at a high level so that they're really good at those jobs.
We're at Hinckley Yachts today, and we're going to be taking a jet down off of Recess. Hinckley actually offered me a full-time job a week into my internship. They love IRS grads.
My name is Andrew Vine, and we're here at Clear Carbon and Components in Bristol, Rhode Island. I really didn't know about composites. I went to IYRS and I learned pretty much everything about them now.
I had almost 20 years of automotive corporate life behind me, and I was just not excited about it anymore, and said, I'll do something that I always wanted to do. Came to IYRS and loved it and made a new career out of it.
As part of their IYRS experience, IYRS students are sitting for industry certification exams.
Training programs like the ones IYRS develop are very meaningful for the industry. When they look at a resume from an IYRS graduate, they understand what that graduate is capable of.
I was in corporate and event planning. I decided to come to IYRS because I was ready for a career change, something a little more hands-on, something where my progress was very tangible.
I was in the Pennsylvania Army National Guard for 6.5 years. Once you get out in the civilian world, there's not too many positions for a helicopter mechanic. But I found the systems course, I thought, this is my opportunity. This is what I need to do.
IYRS taught so much over these 2 years that I'm still grateful today, and I'm staying in touch with all of these teachers. My business is very stable right now. We have work booked for the next 12 months. Other people do this as a hobby. I make a living out of it.
What is unique at IYRS is this educational model, this immersion-type program.
Students are given the opportunity to explore, build and make through trial and error, which is an important part of what makes them really exceptional as problem solvers.
I think everybody at IYRS is sort of coming from all different directions. I spent some time working as an oceanographer, research assistant.
School does open a lot of doors for you. The skill set that you have is not something you're going to be picking up elsewhere.
Do a job to the highest possible standard that you can, because that's the right way to do it, and that's what we teach here.
I wanted to go to medical school for the longest time, but now I want to apply my interest in helping people, and I'd love to be able to work with prosthetics and exoskeleton design.
Composites are the lightest, strongest material system known to man. Our Composites program features a CNC router in addition to 3D printing equipment. We've had everything built from stand-up paddle boards, bicycle frames, ski boots, you name it. The students get very creative.
Graduates work in the aerospace industry, the automotive industry, the aeronautics industry, the modern yacht making industry. They're not just going into low-paid jobs, but they're actually finding great jobs and great careers.
From day one, I was completely in love with IYRS.
I love IYRS. It's changed my life.
I really enjoy this kind of work. You know, when I found out that this place existed, it just kind of hit me.
If you're willing to put forth the effort, you're gonna do awesome. You just gotta set your mind to it and not be afraid. Take the first step.
Welcome to the School of Boat Building and Restoration, an immersive 2-year advanced woodworking training program where students learn career skills in building, restoration, and finishing fine yachts.
We're really teaching boat building through the process of restoration in the sense that we always start with an old boat and take that apart, and what's gained from that is the almost doubling up and knowing how the boats are built by taking them apart first, and then as we rebuild them, it's reinforced, and then the process of removing parts from a boat piece by piece is something that's very valuable in the industry where you're doing repair work and true restorations where you're only partially replacing the boat.
In the first year, they start from scratch. Everybody, cuts that one dovetail joint. Everyone starts to draw the boat. Everyone learns to loft, read patterns, create patterns. And so it's this progressive learning experience.
Beyond woodworking skills, we're here from 8:30 to 5 every day. And we're teaching students work ethic, showing up on time, pride in what they do, a little bit of just appreciating the craftsmanship and appreciating spending every minute of an hour doing something in a forward motion to kind of meet your goals.
So much more rewarding at the end of the day saying I did X, Y, and Z, and there it is right there and you can see it.
The skills that someone comes out of this program with from a carpentry standpoint are not only transferable to the wide range within the marine industry, but also outside the industry in terms of furniture making, cabinet making, anything along those lines with woodworking.
The skills that I've learned here to build these wooden boats, I feel like have equipped me to be able to build almost anything.
We want to make sure that students are getting a thorough experience and they're getting the opportunity to explore, and in some instances, through that exploration, getting a self-permission to succeed at what they're doing.
Launch day, finally the boat comes out of the shop, and at that moment, the builder actually sees it in a larger context. I mean, it's now the skies behind it.
Launch day is a very special day. I don't just look at the finished Beetle Cats filling the docks. I looked at these finished students. It's a special moment to see the pride in their eyes of what they've actually accomplished over the past 9 months.
I think launch day is the culmination of the experience of boat building. We don't build things just so that they're there. We build them so that we can have another way of enjoying the world.
With these skills, I can do anything, and it's pretty awesome.
IYRS, School of Marine Systems. Welcome to the School of Marine Systems, a 6-month hands-on training program where students learn the theory and technologies associated with the installation, maintenance, and repair of integrated systems on a modern boat, ship, or yacht.
The Marine Systems program is quite broad in that we cover our electrical systems, we cover plumbing and hydraulics and steering, we do electronics installation, and we do propulsion. You see some programs out there that will focus on propulsion systems or maybe the electrical systems. But really in a modern yacht, in the recreational world, all these systems are becoming more interconnected, and a student that has an understanding across all the systems on a yacht is going to be in demand.
First week coming in here and just, we're banging out, we're sharpening chisels and, we're laying out diagrams and cutting metal and welding 2 steel joints together, and it's incredible, the learning curve. It happens so fast, and it's because we get to be so hands-on.
The instructors here encourage, intuition and imagination, and incorporate that into your work. And if it works out, it works out. If it doesn't, then you have to create sort of a different way to approach things.
The IYRS Marine Systems program is built around standards set by the American Boat and Yacht Council. Students in our program sit for their industry exams, and upon graduation are qualified to work on these integrated systems. These students work all over the country, and they're servicing vessels that range in size from personal boats to commercial vessels. We work with all of our students individually to create an externship plan and help them prepare for life after graduation and starting their career in the industry.
Even if you're not sure exactly what you'd like to do, but you like working with your hands, that the Marine Systems program has a broad breadth of areas where you can work in the marine industry. And one of the benefits of IYRS is that you get exposure to the entire breadth of the recreational marine industry in a condensed 6-month program.
Your day just flies by, and you're out here doing fun stuff, and I really enjoy it. And there's days where I don't want to leave.
I really believe that the students aren't fully aware of how unique the school is until they actually graduate and go into the field and get to apply what they've learned here at IYRS.
One of the earlier presidents of the Hinckley Company once shared with IYRS that what sets IYRS students apart from other students with similar educational backgrounds is IYRS students not only know how to build things, they know how things fall apart, and that makes them great critical thinkers.
IYRS, School of Composites Technology.
Welcome to the School of Composites Technology, a 6-month hands-on training program where engineers, makers, builders, and craftspeople join together to explore the leading edge of building with advanced materials.
There are 3 aspects of the program that are really outstanding. One is the emphasis on application from basic fiberglass composites through advanced composites, high-tech carbon epoxy composites. The second aspect is the integration of the CAD and CNC programming. I'm not aware of any other composites program that has CAD, CAM, CNC operations integrated into the general composites technology. The other aspect is the emphasis on certifying the students through the Certified Composites Technician program, which prepares them for the workplace and validates their credentials in terms of what they've learned through the course.
We meet in the classroom and we figure out what we're going to do for the day, whether it's finishing up a project that we did the day before or starting something new. Occasionally we have our classroom lectures. We're getting prepared for our CCT exams. Then we come out in the shop and it's a lot of teamwork and learning and trial by fire.
It's really amazing how everyone's kind of getting comfortable with the methods and the tools that we're using. Now that everyone's getting comfortable, people are starting to get creative with how and what they're doing. So it's really amazing to see what all the people around me are doing. Everyone's doing everything a little bit differently. To work towards the same goal.
You go into the classroom for an hour or 2 max at a period, and then you come right out to the shop for hours and get your hands dirty and go from the books to actually getting to a product.
IYRS students have a wide range of opportunities available depending on what their particular interest is. On our advanced composites end, they can move into the aerospace and high-tech industry. If they're interested in marine applications, they're very well equipped to take both internships and earn job positions at boat building companies. But there's a myriad of composites applications that are available.
The American Composites Manufacturing Association is projecting that the industry will grow by about 6.5% annually by the year 2020. Our program is built around ACMA standards, and our students graduate as certified composite technicians. When the students graduate, they can work on component parts for things such as airplanes, wind turbines, cars, boats, and a variety of other high-tech applications.
Students have the skills to make what they've learned transferable across different industries and activities, as well as scalable, such that if they have opportunities, for example, to be a team leader or to move into management, they have the skills and the ability to learn and continue to improve and advance by having the IYRS education.
We make a mistake, it's not, oh, you made a mistake. It's, all right, let's see what we can learn from this, which is really nice. I have learned so much. It's amazing, and it's really cool, and you walk away with a sense of self-accomplishment every day, and you can't wait to come back.
My enthusiasm for the program here at IYRS is the fact that it's such a comprehensive program. We're taking students from basically ground zero, and we are producing bona fide composites technicians coming out of the program. We're producing graduates who are sought after in the composites industry because of the scope of their knowledge.
Welcome
all of you to the 2015 graduation. This academic year, IYRS graduated 75 students in its 3 programs. We have a history in this great country of building and keeping stuff, taking care of things worth restoring to make our lives richer and happier. So that's why today we celebrate IYRS and its values. Take the time to do something right, do work to the highest standards, and don't worry about failing, because in that process of failure, you get a self-permission to succeed.
Rhode Island's the ocean state, something I'm very proud of. And I have to say, today exemplifies a lot of what I love about the ocean state. Our rich nautical history, our rich and wonderful and strong history in boat building, our commitment to manufacturing, still a belief that you can make things in America and be proud of it. You don't need a 4-year college degree to contribute hugely to this economy and to this state. Absolutely not. What you need is what you have: skills, passion, know-how, commitment, and a willingness to try and to fail, and a courage to be willing to try and to succeed.
Well, you're here today for what I call the May miracle. That those wizard fingers actually pulled it off.
IYRS is graduating critical thinkers who can solve builder, maker, manufacturing, and other problems in the workplace. And they're entering the workplace with an important toolbox that includes key core values like learning as a lifelong journey.
Launch your ships, launch your careers. We're proud of you, and we're here to make sure you're successful.
After college, I served 4 years in the Marine Corps, and I got out of there and I went right into the Peace Corps and spent 27 months down in the tropics. And I got out, and I guess I was a bit adrift, kind of figuring out what to do next. And somebody mentioned that there was this boat building school where they made these beetle cats. He was explaining to me on like a beetle cat model, and I said, "There really is a school where people do just build wooden boats?" And so I went home and I Googled it. And I applied maybe 1 or 2 weeks later, and and here I am. Everyone has kind of this different angle of looking at problems and solving problems, and you see the value in it. You see the value very quickly when you're failing at something, and somebody else kind of steps right in and has a great solution to this thing that you've been banging your head over for the last hour or 2 hours, and it's a little humbling to the ego, but also I think that's important.
It's great to have everyone here today. Welcome to the introduction of the Composites Technology Capstone program. So 7 weeks ago, we formed the hypothetical Bristol Wind Energy Company, and the charge to our hypothetical company was to produce 4 wind turbines by today. And we did it.
The students started out, none of them had ever built a turbine before, and so it was interesting from the design project, and then through the start of the building. The students learned a lot about problem solving. We implemented a number of fabrication procedures, everything from hand layup to pre-preg vacuum processing, and as you can see, they all work and they all look great. So we're very happy with them, and we're very proud of the students.
To all of the teams building the wind turbines, congratulations on this fantastic finish. The projects turned out great. These are both the most extensive and the most complicated projects I think that we've ever worked on here in Composites Technology. Fire them up, Gary.
Oh, there we go. Stay away,
Ah, there we are. All right. We just need to get our artificial wind going.
Yeah, the unveil is pretty exciting because it's a pretty daunting task when we first saw it on paper, and you know, a lot of bottlenecks along the way. But Newport has their launch day, so it's kind of like our launch day. So it's nice to have all of Newport and the faculty and staff here to support us and recognize us, and it's really nice to have everyone see our work, acknowledge our work. It took a lot of hard work to do it, and we're all pretty proud of what we did. So it's a good day.
I'm Josh Bordner, Restoration School.
And I'm Jess Bordner from Marine Systems. I know for us, when we told the family back home that we were moving up here, they were like, oh my God, you guys are crazy. And it's been a faith walk for us. But I think to make anything possible is I'd given up on working on helicopters and given up on that the whole idea of ever being able to do anything that cool ever again. And through IYRS, I'm really looking forward to what is yet to come and maybe working on some really awesome boats in the future. And
Yeah, and as a home builder, I was used to building everything to a square set of blueprints. I couldn't fathom how you could loft a 3D boat in 2D, and through the process I've learned how to look at a flat drawing of a boat and see the three-dimensional drawing of what I'm actually going to be building.
And that was one of the things he actually said was, honey, I'm tired of building things square. I want to do something different. He goes, I can build square things in my sleep. So it's kind of played out, and he loves what he's doing, and so far I'm loving systems.